Hello, my fellow gamer knights. It is I, Zhylaw. Yeah, I'm wearing glasses today. I do wear glasses. I almost always wear my contacts, but you gotta give your eyes a rest occasionally. I really should take them out when I go to bed, but I don't because I'm usually very lazy. And then I just have to not wear them for a few days or whatever. I kind of look like Andy Milankolankolis, don't I? Yay. I look like someone you should not let your little children next to. The trucker hat doesn't help, does it? No, no. But hello, what's up? Okay, Gade 9260. Gade 9260. Thank you for following my Twitch channel, Gade. I really appreciate it. Welcome to the friendliest tiny Twitch community. Well, I mean, I'm also on YouTube now, so does that mean I have a YouTube community now that I think about it? Should I just say friendliest tiny community? But the whole point though is that it's the double T's, which makes it kind of cool. It's like tiny Twitch. Yeah, I mean, I'll just stick with tiny Twitch. Okay. And Bearded Rabbi, thank you for following the channel, the Twitch channel. Thank you for following the Twitch channel, Bearded Rabbi, and welcome to the friendliest tiny community. Yeah, this doesn't work. Friendly tiniest Twitch community. Praise Gaben. So what's up? What's up? Life is hard. What else is new? You know, people on the internet and given that people are just really stupid, but I read all the time that people are very concerned about microwaves, in particular that using a microwave leaches the nutrients out of your food, and you shouldn't use the microwave. That's not true. Microwaves do not suck all the nutritional value out of your food. Okay, they don't. Um, but good for you for being dumb. Well, being ignorant, I should say. Ignorance is the true crime of the American people. Now, I will say, however, that certain foods, in particular fragile foods, usually certain vegetables, maybe certain fruits, will lose some sensitive nutrients upon heating. But that has nothing to necessarily do with microwaves. It's just if they get warm. So if you put it in an oven, it's the same thing. So if you are trying to get a specific kind of vitamin out of a food, you should check to make sure that it's not something that gets ruined when you boil it or if you heat it. I mean, boiling or heating foods has a tremendous effect on the nature of the food in general. Um, you know, Boiling water makes the water evaporate, right? Well, eventually. I mean, first it's just boiling. When something gets heated, it can change it on a very intrinsic level, and there are certain nutrients that cannot survive. Certain nutrients will die if it gets cold. It's complicated. So yeah, heating or changing a food might have an effect on it, but it has nothing to do with microwaves or the act of microwaving. It's just you're heating it, and it would do the same exact thing if you put it in an oven. So in general, it's very safe to say that microwaves have no effect on sucking. The microwaves are not sucking the nutrients out of your food. Microwaves are your friend. Um, I will say though that cans do have a problem with nutritional leakage. Though with canned food, uh, it's more that the nutrients are going into whatever liquid the can is being stored in. So you need to eat or drink the sauce or juice of the can. And if it's a food that you can or don't want to do that, then you're losing nutrients, and that is an issue. Which is why frozen food is always superior to canned food, because there is no issue with sapping with frozen food. So in general, frozen food is a little more um, whole, I guess you could say. But even with cans, you don't lose, everything, and it depends on what exactly we're talking about. And it's not that, the can, it's not going in the can so much as in the liquid that the food is stored in. So if you gobble up the sauce, the secret sauce, it should be okay there as well. And I just wanted to point that out because I love microwaves, and it upsets me when people besmirch the good name of the microwave. Anyway, I'm going to try and beat Fear this weekend. And Evoland, if any of you remember, we played that long pack a long way back, and I just stopped playing it. I don't remember what was going on at the time, but I never uninstalled it, and I still have Evoland ready to go. And we're almost done. When I stopped, I believe we were really close to the end. So I just want to fucking finish that game so I can uninstall it. So I'm actually going to try and beat Evoland this weekend too. Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I know you guys really. I don't blame you. It's definitely an unstreamable, but I'm really enjoying playing it, and I'm going to keep playing it. And it's either I could just not stream and play it, or stream it and play it. So I think some people prefer the latter, and that's what I'll probably do. I actually fooled around a little bit with more mods, and I ended up breaking my my install, and I uninstalled it and reinstalled Baldur's Gate and reinstalled all of my mods, so that was fun. It took a few hours that I'm not going to get back, but it's my fault. I mean, installing mods on an ongoing save is never a good idea, and it's really hard figuring out what mods are Enhanced Edition Siege of Dragonspear friendly as well. Because there's so many different versions of Baldur's Gate, and now it's not even enough to get a mod. You got to make sure it's for it's updated for the version that you want to play. But right now, I'm using very few mods anyway because while modding I think is really good, you have to be really careful. You don't want to break the game or make it too easy or add a bunch of non-canon story stuff. So for BG, I'm using the Unfinished Business mod, which is very important because it restores content that was unfinished in the original game. The mini quest mod, which just adds a little bit of flavor. The XP cap remover, because I hate XP caps in RPGs. You should never hit an XP cap in a game unless you just refuse to continue on and you just grind forever. But just playing the game, if you hit a cap and you're not done yet, then that's bad design. And that's really all I'm running. Just Unfinished Business, the mini quest mod, and XP cap remover must-haves, I should say. I also got a few super minor things. I got a mod that adds a wand case for sale because even though the Enhanced Edition adds gem pouches and scroll cases, there's no wand case. Oh, and there should be because wands also take up a lot of inventory space. And I got a little bug fix that fixes an issue with free action and haste. And I got something that it's so minute, but it is really useful. That removes that stupid blur effect when you have a blur effect on your character, and it's really annoying because eventually you could get a cape which gives you constant blur, and then you can't even see your dude anymore. It just looks like a blur, and it's really annoying. So it removes that visual effect. So yeah, little mods. I don't like mods that add a shit ton of like totally new areas to explore because it's non-canon. It could be immersion breaking. It could give you equipment that's too strong that'll break the rest of the game. Stuff like that, I'm not a big, I don't like romance mods. Modding in, like having mods just so you could have sex with a particular character. It's I don't know. It's I don't know. It's weird. It's weird for me. Like a mod to make the chick's tits bigger or make everyone naked is I can understand. But mods to let you romance particular characters just feels weird. It feels a little too cringy for me. And you don't need nudity mods in Baldur's Gate because you can't see shit anyway, right? But in general, I never really used a nudity mod because when I discovered modding, I was really streaming already, and you can't have nude mods on Twitch. And I'm not going to install a nude mod just to stare at the big titties off stream. Because that would also be very, very awkward. Because if I just want to jack off, I always have Pornhub. But yeah, so those are the mods I'm using, and I'll probably use similar stuff for other games. But I think when you play a game, looking for an unofficial patch or a restoration mod is like a must-have. and some mods you got to use like a subtitle enhancer or something that increases size fonts if the dialogue doesn't stretch for new resolution and you can't read anything. But anyway, so that's what's going on with gaming. Shardbound's coming out in a few days, and I'm very excited. Hopefully, it'll be a popular game, big draw, and hopefully be fun. I know I enjoy playing it, which is the main thing I'm excited for. Beyond Despair, I think I'm gonna hold off on playing Beyond Despair until they patch in a group system. I think that's gonna be like the big thing I'm gonna wait for. Once Beyond Despair, which is fantastic, and you should check it out, like I always say. But they said they're working on it, and I really want a group system so that you can groups with somebody, so you can find them on the map easier, and so you don't have an accidental friendly fire incident. Because I think friendly fire, it's kind of stupid. It depends on the game, but really, like maybe for AOE, like you throw a grenade, but just shooting your ally is stupid. Especially if it's hard to tell who's who, which is very, very common. But mostly I'm just waiting for the grouping system because I think as someone who only wants to play it for its multiplayer aspect, that's the feature I need. So once they get the grouping, then I'm going to really push to play it and try to play it with other people. Waiting for Ren, the usual. And also, I was thinking about whether or not I should ever try and play Dragon Age Origins, or Dragon Age 1, because it is on Steam. In the past, I said no because 2 and 3 are not on Steam and probably never will be. But the first, unlike Mass Effect, the story of Dragon Age I believe it ends more or less. Like there's a conclusion, and like Dragon Age 2 and especially 3 don't really continue it, so you could enjoy it by itself. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it worth playing Dragon Age Origins if you never play any other Dragon Age games? I also added Dead Space 1 and 2 back to my library because 3 would be better off if 3 never even existed. So we'll just pretend Dead Space ended at 2. So yeah, let me know what you think about that. And that's it. I'll thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being part of the Friendliest Tiny Twitch community. And I'll see you next time on YouTube or on Twitch.